Welcome to the Actor's Career Compass, where we give actionable, bite-sized tips to help you navigate your acting career. I'm your host, Martin Benson, and today we'll be talking about whether or not it's good to be a versatile actor. So, first off, in general, being versatile is of course a benefit because it means that you'll have a skill set to portray a wide range of characters, emotions, and acting styles convincingly. Being versatile, it means you'll be able to audition for a broad range of roles, which, especially if you're in a market that doesn't have that many opportunities, basically means that you'll have more chances at booking acting work. Now, as an aside, I did a podcast episode a while back called How to Be Type Specific in a Market That Doesn't Have Many Acting Opportunities. So I highly recommend that you check out that episode if you are in an area that doesn't have that many auditions. It can help you get more work. Now, being versatile is fun because you can take on challenging and complex characters, which feels rewarding, and it can help you improve your acting ability. And it also means that you can adapt to different mediums like film, theater, commercials, and you can use different acting techniques like Meisner or method acting, and those techniques can help you have a higher shot at booking the role, obviously assuming that you're using the right technique at the right time. So there are some downsides to versatility, which we'll get into in a minute, but in general, versatile actors typically do have longer careers because they can go with the flow in an industry that's constantly changing and requiring new things. Okay? So I want to make a distinction now because even though being versatile, it sounds good on the surface, we have to understand the difference between being versatile and being type specific. So no matter how many skills and abilities you have, or in other words, no matter how versatile you are, I still highly recommend being focused on just a few key character types. Like some versatile actors, they never decide which kinds of characters they want to play, and they don't choose to focus their careers on a primary acting style like comedic or dramatic. And what happens is that they wind up being boxed into something that they don't want to play by the industry. This is called being typecast. So unfortunately, this can happen to pretty much anyone who doesn't choose the characters they want to play or the type of acting they want to focus on and instead tries to do everything in the name of being versatile. So what I recommend is that you first figure out how you're being perceived currently by the industry. And then you want to decide which types out of those you most enjoy playing. So, for instance, if you find yourself booking a lot of roles, let's say playing a cop or a detective or something, and then you also find yourself booking roles playing a doctor, and you enjoy cops and detectives more, then you can focus on cops and detectives as one of your primary types. I usually say do 3 to 4 types at most, at least for ones that you're going to primarily focus on. You can still take other acting work, but you're going to build your marketing materials and all of that around those key types. Now, what happens if you don't enjoy any of the types that you're being typecast into or that you're currently finding yourself being booked for? Well, you can work to revamp your types completely, but that's something that I'm not going to have time to discuss in this episode, but I will go into depth on it in a future podcast episode, how to essentially change your types or start doing completely new characters. Now, you'll want to actively work to get more of the roles that you want and less of the ones you don't want, which is specifically why I'm saying you want to figure out what types to focus on, because then you sort of take control of your career. Now, before we go on, I'd like to briefly talk about my career coaching services for actors. I work with actors all over the world via Zoom, and I help them get unstuck and move their careers forward. I can actually help you specifically uncover your types and then learn how to use them to book way more acting work. Or I can help you one-on-one. We can figure out how to essentially revamp your types to something totally new if that's something that you're interested in. So email me at martin@cityheadshots.com if you'd like to learn more. Now, once you have so many credits and you have tons of industry people that know about you, right? Again, this is assuming that you've figured out some specific key types to really focus your career on, things that you enjoy playing, right? At that point, you can choose to play other characters and styles completely if you want. But honestly, most actors don't, simply because they enjoy the kinds of roles that they're playing so much that they just choose to keep doing them. Okay. So at the end of all of this, the key thing to remember is that while it's great to be versatile and be able to play a wide range of acting roles and have a lot of skill sets that you can do, at the same time, you do want to get specific and figure out the kinds of roles that you most enjoy playing so that you can actively work to get more of those and less of what you don't enjoy, so that you, of course, do your absolute best work and get more and more work over time. If you don't do that, and you try to do everything, you're going to find yourself being booked for jobs that you don't like. And essentially, you're going to be boxed in and other people will decide what kinds of roles you're going to get. And I would rather have you take the reins of your career and you decide. Because if that happens, then acting is going to feel more like a chore than a passion. Okay? So you take charge. And that's pretty much it for today. So thank you for listening. All I have is one ask of you, which is if you haven't already, please subscribe to the show so you don't miss future episodes. And if you're already subscribed, please leave a review on iTunes or Spotify. You can just search the Actor's Career Compass on either platform and you'll find it. Reviews help a ton because they make these episodes more easily findable for other actors too. Thanks so much, and I will see you soon.